Hi guys, it's me, Vivian. I don't know why sometimes, all the time before I'm heading out, preparing for stuff, I kind of wanted to film something and I want to share something. Yeah, so this is back with an episode where I wanted to talk a little bit about finding yourself and rediscovering who you actually are, and not risking everything to lose yourself. So the other day, on a side note, first of all, welcome back to my video. And on a side note, yesterday I was hanging out with my younger brother, and he was like, huh, you're so old, you're making videos that long where the young generations are not actually buying it. He was saying that why not you create like shorts and reels where the young generations actually focus on, but I think this is still my style to make a full video and see how it goes, where if there's a potential for a real cut, then perhaps in the future. Yeah, so I think generally these days I've been realizing that I kind of had to find myself again. I think it's always a continuous thing, but this finding myself thing was more on a level where, give me a second, let me just take my makeup. I think the level itself, I'm actually going a little bit softer. I realize someone might be taking a nap, but I realized the importance of finding oneself again is because sometimes you really forget that you've lost, or you've closed a certain chapter in your life when life is busy and you're occupied with other stuff, like you forget the fact where there's a deeper inner thing that is it's demanding for attention, and you're not putting focus on it, like because I think in a modern society there's lots of things that you are engaged with, you're occupied with, not only saying social media and all that, like there's a lot of things on your plate, there's a lot of things that you have to deal with on a daily basis, with so many information, so many triggers, like and the brain functions to keep you safe. It will always trigger that response of perhaps it's anxiety, perhaps it's something that will keep you in that condition. So actually I just moved back around late September, October, and at the time I wasn't really sure why I was coming back, and also whether I should continue to start working or anything, but by chance I just landed a job. And for the season of this specific season has been very, very slow for me. In timeline wise, I felt like there's a lot of inner work that I was lacking. Not only about relationship, it's just about generally about me and myself, and sitting comfortably with myself and spending that quality time with myself was something that was lacking, and I get triggered, and also I get sometimes influenced by the surroundings of people where they would when holiday comes, the seasons comes, they would travel around, and that's very normal. You would travel to somewhere and enjoy, but I realized that my soul was wanting to stay in Taiwan. Like the whole presence of being here was strong, and I just felt like there's something that the universe wanted me to learn from, specifically for this year and this season where I'm exploring things on my own basis. But of course I did not realize the things that I had to give up to move on and to grasp new things and from the universe and from the creation. So it's hard to realize and to let go. Of course, I think this specifically generally is talking about lives in general, like the things that I used to have, or the things that I used to experience, and this is a different one. And the trip back to Taichung was very, very significant, because I was sharing this with my friends, and they were like, oh, it's very normal. Isn't it normal to go back to your hometown or whatsoever? But for me, it was actually my first time taking the initiative to book a ticket and then go home, because all the time it was my parents or my friends' initiative, where I just follow them home, and I don't usually take that initiative towards my personal life. When it comes to hometown, I always thought that I could go back anytime. It's just a hometown, there's nothing much. But this season and this journey made me gain so much about myself too, where I hang out with a very close childhood friend, and she's from Taichung as well, and she's currently studying, and spending time with her and spending conversations with her, sitting down with her, making sketches with her, was a critical moment where I start to find back who am I, and where I should be, because I've been traveling around, and I've been actually enjoying traveling and seeing different sites. But when it comes to hometown, when it comes to my own roots, my own place where I was born, but of course I moved. But then when it comes to that, I felt a little bit of a challenge to connect back, where I felt that it was unnecessary. But it proves that it's necessary, and it's a path and a pathway for you to work on yourself again, and really sit down and take the time to speak to yourself, to reflect, and all that. And I do believe that there's various kind of ways of finding yourself. I think in this society, in this world, everyone's very different, and for myself, I had to share, like in this way, of a format of a video, or sharing via perhaps the social media, or things where I could publish it, because I think that's the way that I am. I'm kind of gifted. I'm not saying gifted, but I kind of operate in a way where I need to reflect, and I need to share, and this purpose of this message that could genuinely help others actually makes me feel better. Yeah, it feels good, Yeah, so it's very fun, and there's friends starting to ask me about, like, do you sing? Do you used to sing? And all these, like, yeah, I used to do these things. What have I lost? Like, what have I lost in these journeys? Like the years of journeys. Of course, I've gained, but of course, I've lost several things. And what are the things that I've wanted and craved for it to come back? And it just naturally came back, like, it's just magical. I don't know how to describe it in very detailed word, but this season is very, 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 very different from the other seasons that I had. And yeah, just magical. I just wanted to share how magical it can be, and taking the presence, like the importance of presence, because you could be anywhere in this world, but you chose to be here. So the presence and the action itself is very, very important. Like the soul, the body, and like perhaps the mind. I don't know, the mindset that you're currently in. You chose to be here. It's very, very strong. Like that kind of significant presence. And yeah, so I encourage the people that watch us this, and I encourage people who have ever come across this video to really take the time to don't underestimate the present and being presence of something. It's really, really important these days, where of course we're constantly thinking about the future. We're constantly contemplating and planning for the future, building up greater things for the future. But it's very important too to look back and to search for yourself again, once again. Yeah. So I hope this video helps you, and thanks for continuously tuning in, continuously listening out, seeing my different changes, my vulnerabilities, the strong points of myself, and all these reflections. Yeah. See you in the next one.